Hey everybody, this is Dr. Tony D, and on this video we're going to be talking about habits, and more specifically we're going to be talking about the anatomy of habits and how you can use that information to help you make changes. Check it out.
Class is now in session at Elev8 helping you discover your next level.
So this is a popular time of year to be thinking about habits as we head into the new year, and we're wanting to make changes to make this year the best year that it can possibly be. And researchers at MIT discovered that if you truly break it down, a habit is built of three separate pieces. The habit has a cue, a routine, and a reward. So if you tie that all together, when you see, feel, experience the cue, you go through a routine so that you end up with a reward. So how do we use this understanding of the three pieces that form the habit in order to be able to change or modify habits that we have? More often than not, you're probably able to really quickly and succinctly identify what the routine is, because it's the behavior that you recognize that you want to change. So the trick to changing or modifying or working around habits is to fully understand the bookends. So it's really figuring out what is the cue and what is the reward that you're deriving from performing that routine. And sometimes it's best to actually start at the end. So you got to put on your detective hat, you got to put on your scientist hat, and really start to approach what is the reward. And sometimes that is allowing yourself to go through the routine, but doing something different at the end of that routine. So let's say you have a habit of mindlessly eating. It might be allow yourself to go through the routine, but eat something different. Allow yourself to go through the routine, or maybe you talk to someone instead of eating something. And then coming back and saying 15 minutes later, do I still have the urge to eat something? And if you do, then you didn't figure out maybe what that reward was, and then you need to play with that reward again until you get to what it is you're truly trying to achieve by running that habit. Now, to approach the cues are a little easier in that cues globally, these same researchers figured out that cues fall into one of 5 categories. It's either time, location, the people that you're around, your emotional state, or what you did prior that triggers that activity. To approach changing or modifying habits based on cues, it's taking, and ultimately, like I said, scientist detective hat, it is really taking good notes as to when you're performing. So you fall into that habit of mindlessly eating, it's writing down what time was it, was there somebody around, where was I, how was I feeling, and what was I doing just prior. And by doing that, you can start to get a picture of, okay, here's the cue, and if you've been playing with rewards, you understand I'm being triggered by this to get this result. And once you understand those two pieces, you can then create a plan of action to say, at time X, if it's time, or when I'm feeling this way, I'm going to go through a routine, but I am going to do this at the other end to derive that same reward and make sure that I'm achieving the same outcomes I'm looking for by partaking in an activity that I'm maybe not less than happy about. Now, this video, of course, just a surface. There's a lot more material related to this, and if you want to take a deeper dive into this material, I would strongly recommend the book The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, and I will have a link to Amazon. I'll have a link to Amazon for the book either in the comments or in the description for this video, depending on where you're watching it. I certainly hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helps give you some valuable information that you can use to help make this year your best year ever. If you would like to see more material like this, please do not hesitate to follow me on social media. Just go to @Dr. Tony Davis on your favorite social media channel.
Dr. Tony D, helping people discover their next level.